let's soak this up. We're coming off the back of a huge best of 3, and this was supposed to be banger of the night. It's going to be hard to follow that act, but we know this one's going to deliver.
Hooksy, first one down. Dupree's got himself the double. Ooh, make it a third.
He said you can't just show up on the server.
Yeah, just click the heads. It's as simple as that. Oh, Aussie. JKS. Out from Temple, smokes off Dark. Of course, still 3 of them remaining. Magisk, he's going to take his sweet time, as JKS also does the same and isolates nothing. zywoo just so ready for the headshot. So
full house.
2 for the Woo. And that could very well feel like a brick wall.
There's no more smokes for the CT side.
30 seconds. Couple flashes and a Molotov and an opening kill, but m0NESY down to half health. Luckily, Hunter holds on. He's lost his opper and his own head. zywoo, of course, to make the difference on this one. We had seen JKS kind of poking and prodding on long A. Well, now he gets completely shut down.
That's buzzwoo.
zywoo, instant headshot. niko gonna have to show us a little rifle work. He takes down the Woo, and pressure falls on the shoulders of Dupree, who's been given time to just reposition. niko trying to figure this out. Slowly, surely getting closer. No kit, no nades. It's a straight up duel, and it's one he's gonna win. 1v2 for niko early on. First gun round from G2 nets them a round win, but at what cost? 4 dead.
Yeah.
And he'll grab m0NESY's up. Back-to-back 5v4s for the defense, but Hunter gets caught.
No.
And it's a double out of Spinks.
Did they even shoot back? Because they needed to. 3 players here from G2, all in compromised rotator spots. niko, can he get into this?
He's gonna try, but remember, he's low health. And by spamming smoke, he gives himself up to Apex. Tagged for 99.
Okay, m0NESY.
Yeah, just chill out, bro. What do you know that I don't?
And that's actually the second time something's looked wrong on the site defense. Spinks doesn't care, though. Oh, okay, Op gets taken down, but of course JKS can pick it up. And so it's fine for him at the very least, but lots of damage here on top of the round 1 from the 2 entries from none other than Spinks.
But guess what? The kid's still here. Smoke comes over. It's going to be a bit of pressure on m0NESY. Hunter, dual Berettas sure as hell help. And a second to the only op. Now needed a 2v5. There's a ton of pressure. There's only 15 seconds. They've got no way to get Hunter out. He delivers, and it's a complete and total collapse.
Damn, that's m0NESY further. So this will bring this game all the way back to kick things off. You know, good call to use m0NESY in this way. And hey, the call was stick around. And they were right.
Imagine a world where I'm giving you unique tips and tricks about the game. On top of that, analyzing your demo.
He flashes himself in. So hard to do that effectively.
Arrogant. Always leading by example.
Meanwhile, Skin Club is taking care of all that drip to make you look like a superstar.
Gives himself an option, opens the door for niko as well to cut them off, but Vitality gonna play it safe. Magisk peeks out, Dupree trades him. Nothing more yet. JKS, massive shadow advantage. One of the 2 AKs brought in, now down. That's gonna be Apex now, having to offer something as his teammates continue to fall all around him. Spinks is leaning back. Apex has recovered it, but m0NESY shoots him down, and now Spinks turns it, can't manage a second. G2 give up the plant, but they'll take the round.
Yeah, that was scary for a moment. Actually, critical 1D from Hooksy to make sure the tides kept turning in the favor of G2.
Hooksy just looking to buy time. m0NESY loses his line. Dupree pressing in. We've seen a clean entry path before, but as they boost up behind that, Hunter's looking for his angle. They've already crossed 1, but it's Apex with the bomb that gets stopped. 15 seconds. Dupree shoots back through smoke. zywoo barely survives that as he crosses in the open. Hooksy still waiting for a chance to strike them down, but Dupree gets over towards long. It's information for the CTs, and now it needs to be niko, and it could have been niko. But instead, the last 2 stand tall.
That's a big shout out to Dupree.
It's nice to see Dupree having some. Oh,
again?
Again. I mean, hot start, cerebral gameplay,
You know what?
smirk on his face, he knows it.
Stop throwing smokes at this point.
Push out from B, it's gonna cost them one, traded.
That's very nice for Vitality.
One of the storylines that came out of Vitality's win in Paris was the fact that dupreeh did put up a good event, 1.11 rating. JKS, again, just singular kills coming out of the defense. Modesty missed shot, 3-4 misses now that could have been easy pickups. The nades will force him back. G2 primed to save.
That's why he can be, it's usually either 30 kills or 20. You know, it's not really below that level right now. But right now, looking a little bit human. JKS looking a little bit human.
14-7 is dupreeh. You know, we see a couple of those 2Ks. You think he cools off. He will this time.
Revenge.
Yeah. God, that's got to feel good for niko. Of course, losing a 5v4 would hurt even more, but HooXi holds off versus Spinks. You've got dupreeh and Spinks dead.
HooXi.
But zywoo's alive and kicking. Apex presses out, gives them the bomb. Hell of a gift. And JKS won't spot him from Canal, so that timing is slowly closing. You know, it's a tough spot. If he catches the flank, then it reopens the possibility of going elsewhere. But by not being able to do so, this one becomes impossible. zywoo without the bomb, he knows.
Based on whether or not you win or lose. And now we've seen both sides of that coin. Okay, all right, man. The kid was right. The kid was right. Hold that phone up high.
Yeah, Apex unlocks something in zywoo. Brought the fighter to the front. dupreeh, no double this time. Gets held onto. Modesty looking for his op impact. But another missed shot as they press through the smoke, get onto jail. Modesty with nothing but whiffs finally puts zywoo down. Little USP damage, it's low HP for the two players still up, but a 2v2 regardless. And bomb gets thrown down into dark. Apex had left with 9 points of health. And this is just a great showcase of the middlemen of G2. JKS, Hunter, niko, the three riflers all putting forth a good performance, picking up the slack that I think is being created by a lackluster Modesty, but Apex just Goomba stomps niko, and he leaves bomb dark and runs A.
Okay, he's giving himself a chance to try to get this kill.
This would be crazy.
How quickly can he figure this out?
You know, JKS pushed out, clears canals, but he's still worried about it because he's thinking how or where or when, and now Apex could just get the duel. Nah.
See, that's the risk that JKS comes into middle.
Yeah.
And Apex has to assume he hopefully doesn't do that.
G2 are wasting no time. They've already thrown HooXi around. dupreeh's deagle trying to hold this off, but of course now the stack outside the A site's probably going to feel uncomfortable knowing the jig is up. They get their contact versus heaven, don't know about the pillar player, so JKS shuts down zywoo, and G2 are going to walk away with a pretty solid half. 7 rounds at the end of this one. A little resurgence as they finally found a solution to those dupreeh doubles. But now it's their T side up next. And with zywoo playing behind Cake, he'll get burned out, crossed over. HooXi tries to chase this, and as he goes down, now we get the all-in. Apex is going to be under pressure here. 3 players coming at him. He's got no assistance nearby. So with that, definitely bomb plant here for G2. Retake needed in the pistol, no kits.
Yeah, but they pick good spots to come in from. Some things will take time, but at the moment, it's G2 playing within. Can they expand?
JKS goes back. 2 CTs now spotted. That's half of the puzzle figured out. And dupreeh gets killed. Modesty back towards the bomb site. Looking to trade out versus Magisk. And Hunter now inside of the dark room. Everything's getting kind of sprawled out, strung out. Magisk, all that remains now. Suddenly, G2 bouncing back in pistol, but bomb's not planted. Luckily, no kit. It forces him out, and Hunter, he bites down on it, showing a little skin. Ooh. But it is indeed the 3-player stack outside of B site that gives G2 their 8th.
Dude, well done. I mean, that was a super solid start out of Vitality. All you needed from there on was trades.
zywoo looking for his angle, but if this site gets swarmed, then suddenly he's going to be exposed to the bush. Oh, that's bomb, though. It gets thrown behind the obelisk. And Spinks still just safely in his corner. It's a 3v5 clawback, but as smoke fades, I think G2 are going to get exposed in the open. Spinks just stopping them. 3 kills and an additional dink. niko with no other target retreats. The time trickles down, and Vitality, a stacked sight to get 9.
I gotta say, you know, at first,
very well pay off. This timing with so many of his teammates right behind him. I mean, he is willing to blindly walk through these smokes, committed to the cause. And zywoo, he just gets smoked by HooXi. HooXi pressing through that smoke.
wow.
Not afraid of anything. Chance of his name in Washington.
They make the tiniest move on the other side of the map, and they're one risk of coming through the first smoke.
It's not every day that you really get to see zywoo completely caught off by something, right? Like,
One bullet each.
You know, if zywoo gets overwhelmed, it's generally him getting 1 and then maybe traded, if not 2 frags up from zywoo. He dives into the connector cover. Him and zywoo both burn back a bit, but there's definitely a follow-up coming. We've got Hunter and HooXi in middle, 2 CTs on the receiving end, and that flash blinds zywoo's support. Look how scared they are, just hiding. Apex down from beneath has lost track of the second player, and so again, this A site crumbles.
They're getting overrun, man. This is a G2 building momentum. A single time in the first half. And, you know, for HooXi, part of it is him doing this for his team, but also individually. And he's got 5v4 back-to-back rounds, resulting in round wins.
It's something a little bit different, but it's also different from the T side. Whoa. And Modesty's got Spinks staring at that smoke. Oh my God, he recovered. Spinks staring in the sky like a turkey for a smoke. And JKS waits, but Spinks does it twice.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Surely those are not favorable duels, either one, but he picks them up and he kills both JKS and Modesty. Magis just needs to be ready, but there's a flash with his name on it and a split that's about to hit him and zywoo. Zywoo covers, loses his teammate, dives into the site and delivers that second, gets away into cover and looks to post a third, but Apex helps.
There's the action figure that we've been waiting for in zywoo. And Spinks, would you say he gobbled them up?
I would.
On both sides of the map. And sometimes that's not welcome, so hits the smoke, and it's an and one as he grabs both frags, denying that by himself. Very nice sequence out of zywoo as well, even getting a dodge for the last frag. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
There go all the nades out of G2. Smoke grenade's gonna create a bit of obstruction.
This also multiplies his presence. It's a good idea. Oh, it gives him a chance. HooXi gets a kill.
That's the opening. That's all they need. And JKS gets Apex as he attempts to depart. This is a 3v5 evened out.
Oh my God, the pathing is really good from JKS. Spinks walks in. He could change this round.
And Modesty's been left alone, sliding back into dark. Look how far HooXi has gone. Completely leaving long. Modesty doubles back, gets ahead of Temple, can't flick over. Spinks is concerned about long, but it's really HooXi doubled up in dark. JKS so far removed, but his timing to a T. He's got him in the open. And now zywoo's gonna stick that bomb.
The reload.
Hands off the keyboard, easy. Woo, for the big Z, zywoo takes it away from them.
Wow. By a hair, man. Dude, that was a 3v5 out of G2, and it was ambitious.
You've still had openings on this portion of the map, but now zywoo extends out with a rifle with him.
It's that Rob's table.
And Monacy just steps back into it. An angle that doesn't spot them, though. They lose the mid control. zywoo's under pressure. HooXi clears him out. Immediately, Dupree comes down from mid, but it's a double kill out of HooXi.
He's got more.
Spinks has been spotted. HooXi tells the bomb to leave. Let me die, and a run to that other bomb site. And the longer Spinks is held in here, the higher likelihood that JKS gets away with the clutch. Bomb is going to be planted, a critical 1v1 to keep this one close. And JKS has a sea of options, any position you want. And he chooses a deep corner.
Both players low. There's an HE for Spinks.
There's an HE and a smoke, Wanders.
Oh my goodness.
You block off his angle. All of a sudden, it gets a little bit desperate, but speaking of desperate, there's no kit on the play. Spinks chooses to cover himself instead. Doesn't throw the nade yet, taps it once. Now he knows JKS is deep in here, and he almost gets that angle. Nades out, nades deep. It's off the mark, but the shots still connect. But what about a defuse?
Does he have a kit? No kit. to run from it. JKS closes it out on time. HooXi has been winning this half for G2 from the perspective of the caller and in a fragger, getting all these openers.
Speaking of openings, this one's fast and no trade back from zywoo, but predicts niko on that angle. Envisioned him and slaughtered him. Magisk out of position, tries to scramble back into the site. Flash makes it awkward. He knows that there's multiple bodies there. Pushed out from mid is Apex. He gets dropped, and we've got G2 just rolling now. HooXi calling faster paces into the splits, and G2 secure 15 on a map that has been Vitality's for quite some time.
Yeah, that's that samurai essence. This map alone might not even be enough, but the fact that they can take Anubis, when Vitality have won the last 7 in a row, including a win over G2, 2 over Faze, 1 over Cloud9. They ended Monty's streak at the major.
Dude, huge scalps. Oh, his back is exposed. HooXi ran through and didn't kill Spinx. Nade goes deep behind the glyphs. And Spinx is just playing dodgeball with utility right now. He loses dupreeh instantly. That second player on pillar's dead. Spinx back turn, double! Chance it more! But they line up on the angle, they take his head clean off, and they push all of the pressure onto the A players. The two who were trying to craft an opening kill now need to come through with a retake. And they've got the utility, they've got the kit. They've got more to work with than what Spinx did in his 1v1. Flash high, perfectly placed, but zywoo's dead, and as is Magisk. G2 with first blood in this series, end the win streak of Vitality. And upend the story of 3 events in a row. We go to Inferno to see if G2 meet Heroic in a finals. That major trophy lift meant a lot.
A Hulse pop, what happens now?
Spinx versus Hunter going down in alt mid. Balcony player is going to also go for the peak, so they do indeed get that one. And that just serves as the push for G2. It's the trigger that forces them out. 3 of them. We still have niko on the other side of the map. We'll see how that one comes back to deal with Vitality's retake,
About to see Spinx in a second.
Is already about to get going. Spinx does wait long enough, catches niko, well called. Now a 3v5 in the post plant. There's no kit here for Vitality, but a tap out of zywoo as JKS, m0NESY, triple! Just like that, more than half evaporate, and it pushes HooXi into the clutch v Spinx. He's covered, but the smoke fades, and the kit, without it, all of a sudden, Spinx has a problem, and that problem is HooXi patiently waiting in pits. G2 will take the T-side pistol.
No kid makes the difference here. HooXi doesn't let down m0NESY. The IGL and Prodigy work together to put that together. What a beautiful sequence out of m0NESY. Off the side of default, Vitality had the perfect makings right there. A little wink out of the kid because in a flash, you see this sequence. Unbelievable block work.
I mean, all 3 of those kills are so clean. We saw quite a few Deagle pop-offs throughout Anubis. Maybe queue up another. Mac-10 getting shot in the back of the head. That's a lot of players spotted. T still trying to press out.
Whoa, they overcommitted. We saw so much information right there.
Guns can be grabbed. dupreeh's not going to waste a moment. Picks up the AK, gets it back onto Orange, and if you're G2, you now know the danger. That last piece of util forces dupreeh to double back. Remember, that's the AK that he was able to pick up. JKS keeps his head down, jumps up to Orange. dupreeh doesn't want to die. He gets pounced on, and Spinx hasn't shown anything. He finds timing. Oh, denies it. Just like that, falls to JKS. He has to push. He needs to kill him, and he won't. Stoic is Spinx in the backside.
Oh, the first kill means 2, and they needed to delay the plant because right there we saw they were worried about Emo at the same time as Quad.
Molotov sent down towards default. That interrupts the bomb plant. But because m0NESY leaves the plant, the frag doesn't find him. Apex just being a nuisance and doing so long enough for the rotate to come over. Sick boost. Deep CT spawn, and niko gets struck down, so man advantage here for Vitality. It's a bomb plant regardless, but it's not a very comfortable post plant so far, and HooXi, he extends out from new box. So now, one after another, G2's players falling. It needs to be m0NESY, and he is also empty-handed. Only Hunter left. 2 to the right. and a slow flank, but the smoke's up. So if Hunter strikes these guys down now, well, this clutch is a live wire. He turns it, and Spinks denies it. G2 get their plant. They force through smoke. It's not the most amount of util, so here it comes. And zywoo, comfortable with the first shot, falls back. Met by nades, smokes all over. Apex spams through. And so yet again, G2 trying their luck on this B hit. Ooh! JKS the next victim.
2v5, you think no chance. But these two have delivered a full house in this match already.
If he shoots too much, it's a welcoming for HooXi to just press through. I mean, that one we all see coming.
Now they're trying to create an enclosure. Okay, the time left over means they can't get too lurky with it. CTs know this.
Could always be in spawn, so Matt just has to keep his guard up, but Spinks with such a deep angle shapes m0NESY off the play. And a HooXi 1v4? No, surely not.
What a flash. That worked out beautifully.
He gets onto the bomb site. Plant will not go down. Magisk able to just jump upon it, and that's 5 in a row for Vitality.
Yeah, that's, 0 rifle rounds here, won by G2.
That's meant to serve as the opening for niko. No, excuse me, it's faking A. But it's not going to move this B defense because it's leaning so far back. There was never going to be a movement here. It has to come down to the kills, but if they write off Magisk's presence, then this gets stopped, or does it? Magisk doesn't get away with the kill. They have the time to press him. Bomb stopped. It needs to be a push out of m0NESY. He also gets bested. Magisk buys enough time that even with JKS on the late lurk, so be it. It is 7 out of Vitality.
Oh, wow, it's a setup that, I think once upon a time was more typical, where you have Emo and Quad at the same time.
Ooh. He's stuck in the corner, still fights back. But they know he's pinned in, and he brought down JKS. The fact zywoo gets away with 2. Primes dupreeh. Triple spray made easy. Vitality can simply do no wrong.
Do 3.
We're gonna get 3 players to stack up, ready to pop. Spinks on a moment's notice could just lock it all in. Ooh, it's a little ugly. zywoo suddenly feels the pressure. He's got dupreeh here to help him, and all is good. HooXi's gonna return it. Oh, he gets it, last bullet. This one's alive. With 2 kills, HooXi has opened up this post plant, but they pressure him instantly, wasting no time, disrespecting the smoke. The gun gets away from HooXi, and they don't know where m0NESY's at. It's Magisk on the kit. It's a 5-second stick, and by the time that he comes through, that bomb is already defused. Oh, he could have clutched it, but instead it's Vitality 10-1.
Ooh, HooXi, he had to go for some kind of plan. He was worried about a push. m0NESY was disconnected from him. I don't think it was a bad place to put the bomb down, but because Vitality rushed it as he was planting, it meant that m0NESY could not come up with a play. He honestly was putting himself in a spot to win that round, but they just moved so fast. That's hard to read. Vitality can do no wrong.
I mean, the numbers game here for G2 is so strong. Surely these 2 defenders can't stop it. They keep it simple. They try to drop down out of the apps. dupreeh traded. Spinks' position is known, and the short players are going to come soon, but Hunter doesn't actually pounce.
And he doesn't have the bomb out of halls as well, so he's in jeopardy of dying. Spinks, he still has the bench peek, and he's off the side of it.
His teammates are here. I mean, he's comfortable just sitting inside of the smoke. He's going to find Hunter almost with a nade out. Luckily for the m0NESY from the top shelf, comes through with the kill that reopens the site.
It's so messy right now. Oh my god. Look at the flank that's coming in, man.
Apex, he's got it. m0NESY gets executed from the back end, and now all of a sudden these 2 players on site are going to feel so stranded. Not to mention Hunter already wounded, but it's the Kovac in a 2v3, and niko just trying to close this as Hunter fights on. Magisk kills him over the shoulder, gun's empty, Glock's out, CTs pour in, and Vitality pour it on. 10 rounds the lead.
The sheer number of retakes won in this game. We're not talking about a game with no bomb plants, but Jesus. That's even with zywoo giving him a gift. He's still getting 1. In this situation, he's staying alive for a long time on top of the kills.
Backstab, I think. Yeah, m0NESY knifed HooXi. Mutiny.
And now we're getting vintage niko. The walk up to the top of Banana. And,
JKS.
and dude, we've seen so many new ideas from Vitality every single round. Could he even read the situation? Apex now joining the fray, 2 frags.
The score line from G2 Stars looks like the same as their in-game leader, and that is a problem. Hunter looks to reclaim a hope for G2 on this B site, but Dupree back corner doubles.
Oh.
Dupree's doubles a dime a dozen tonight.
It's Maltese on CT's side only.
Flyover shows us the defense. Little stack in the back sight. Magisk not comfortable with the flash. Now they killed one, but now he swings. Ooh, awkward, puts himself out. Shows enough for the trade to come down easy.
All right.
And G2, after all of this labored effort, they've got an incendiary still for zywoo. That's gonna burn out 2 players on the back site. And look at the way it flushes them forward. Right into Dupree. zywoo just straight up kills m0NESY. Time is so low though. And HooXi, he's gonna kill the 2, sets up JKS. It's about damn time.
That's about damn time. There you guys go. Their worst Inferno game so far. Let's see if they can find some solace in round 15.
Yeah, 5v4, something to start with. m0NESY though, if he walks through, he's done.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Dupree's like, wait, I don't want to play this game. A run up towards pit. zywoo saw one, but then he just disappeared. Dupree's managed to put up another hold. Apex is dead. zywoo knows that he's surrounded.
They keep forgetting about one. Will they in this situation?
They know, they've got him. JKS rocks him. And so just when you thought this was over, when you thought G2 had flatlined on Inferno, they give us the slightest uptick to go into the CT side.
1 rifle round.
Yikes.
Well, Vitality had infinite money glitch, so they could afford that loss. They can go for the retake, and you know what? It's 2v2.
Yeah, and they've got them stuck on site. It's just flashes for Magisk. Low health on Dupree. HooXi and Hunter to hold. Should be fine. Short player comes up. HooXi in the back corner to close. And time is of the essence. He stays alive. But is it for long enough? Bomb decides G2 2 or G2 2. They get away with that third. No way. By the skin of their teeth. But will it even be enough? Will it even matter? Second half decides.
But I'm not biting my tongue. It's looking ugly.
Gonna keep this simple. Swarming around the A site. Hunter dual Berettas in the pocket. Oh, nothing. Pit player's gonna have to come up massive. And JKS in a pistol round? You love it. zywoo though, just as that player jumps out from Valk,
footstep.
you see JKS kind of stutter. zywoo executes him. Man advantage in the post plant with the pit cover. Very strong spot for zywoo to just start firing off. m0NESY and niko, stars of the show, looking dull on this second map though.
Oh boy.
Saving in the pistol.
Even with a pistol, it was looking dire. But now,
Vitality have a clear path here into A. JKS, that MP9. Oh, first player's knife out. Easy pickup on zywoo. m0NESY's deagles up, and the bomb drops. A quick rotate from Hunter, looking to add himself in from Arch. To snap up will not go his way. It's 1 kill out of m0NESY and a single from JKS. But the Berettas, we saw them thrive back on Anubis in the hands of Hunter. HooXi could slide up and catch them off guard. niko kills Spinks, and sure enough, they'll find them by surprise. Magisk's hiding.
I think they might.
Oh, pops up, shuts down one, sprays away.
Oh, another clutch.
Magisk makes sure no space for G2.
No retakes, 1 for G2. No pistol in the second half. Vitality are maxed out.
Oh, Magisk.
Wow. Well, I said Magisk is going to be niko on T-side. Well, look at him go.
Yeah. Thriving, 19-7. He'll get bested by Hunter, but a lot of pressure here. zywoo, it's an easy cleanup for that. Just 2 straight-up kills and a bunch of damage from Magisk. Another round with his name on it. 288 damage in total.
And of course, that's them buying down.
m0NESY walking closer. Apex holding it already, but a little quick switch from Apex costs him. A second chance for m0NESY. Just drops the bomb. That's going to force the MAC-10 to come back. Not an ideal duel.
They're not going to waste any time
But
here.
I like this. The push out of JKS. m0NESY's gone ahead and killed dupreeh, and this force buy worked.
Okay, all right.
A 3v5 force buy.
Sort of lipstick on a pig, though, isn't it?
Get to where the series ends. It feels inevitable, but man, after a tech pause to take it away from them, I don't think so. m0NESY, headshots after headshots to hold off the banana play. Those pistols were getting a little antsy. It's damage onto 2, but coming out of that smoke, should be dead. Spinks looking to steal it all.
Well, for what it's worth, he's got some ridiculous 3Ks in this game.
They want blood launders. They want the ace. And m0NESY, not today. Spinks could still win this, right? We're all chanting ace, but there's a 1v3 queued up here. And Spinks seems to have visualized it. JKS, good angle hold. Make sure that one doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's it. And it's a bit of a risk from him. He could let the bomb get taken over and put himself into an awkward spot, but he knew Spinks low.
Does niko feel as though he needs help? Guys, we've all been there. Apex. This is what I'm talking about. Feels like an inevitability, right?
Yeah, and we saw him win that round single-handedly.
If G2 are going to hold this, it's going to take some kind of big moment from m0NESY, from JKS. He's holding. Spinks just gets the entry. m0NESY's going to put the smoke down. If it's not him, it's Vitality 15. Oh, he stomps bomb. At 15 seconds, he gets into the pit. The flash is fast, and he dives away. dupreeh picks it back up. Moto player comes through. niko's here. zywoo ends them. Just when G2 thought they had a chance.
Oh my God, 2v5, and m0NESY somehow makes that look viable. Real half here, and man, it's this first 2K. One's legit, the tactic to not flash, to not elicit the anti-flash player to turn it around.
I want to talk about economic woes. Hunter's playing with the CZ. util nearly non-existent. No kit. I mean, this is a tough place for G2, but m0NESY lays down the law, gets himself a second. Bombs dropped with it. He's trying to do it all on his own. Magisk is going to end him, but JKS stops the apartment's push, and his M4 takes a second. G2 not looking like they're done just yet, because Magisk's 7 HP should never be enough.
Just for posterity's sake. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, so respectful golf claps for G2's 7. But I feel like, that's m0NESY fighting for it. Mistakes shouldn't be happening on a round like this. It would need to be Magisk or Spinks, you'd think. And with niko fighting Magisk off of wood, that's one of the rifles down, goes into Apex's hands instead. Now zywoo's found one. Now I'm nervous. They've got a smoke for the CT cross, a few flashes. They've got the bare bones for the exec. But surely G2 just hold on. Seems easy, and will be. Hunter from the boost.
Oh, the site player dies.
Yeah, that should have been enough, but with zywoo catching Hooksy, this one's still looking doable. zywoo's going to plant behind Fountain. If Apex can hold off on the back door, if Hunter dies here, well, that would have been one thing, but now zywoo is going to try to pull off the 1v3 to end it. And the headshot connects, so the rumblings of a clutch can start to be felt if you are G2. He's now stuck behind Nubox, and JKS gives him no space. Utility held onto, kid is there, all is good.
Yeah.
It's only 7 more. Apex extends forward, grabs a weapon. Oh, niko very close to killing Apex without even seeing him. So in the end, G2 do win the fight for Banana.
Oh my God.
Spam damage is there. dupreeh. Oh, he gets
what
it.
the hell?
He's tracking him.
He said, keep dancing.
m0NESY now, he's got an ankle. Catches Apex, sticks around, and nails himself the second. Spinks with the trade frag. Hunter on the bomb site. Remember, niko's low, and Hunter needs to deliver, but he won't. dupreeh comes around the side. And a wounded niko in a 1v2, or Vitality finish off what they started so wonderfully on Inferno. Their broken Anubis streak responded with revenge. Screw your T-sides. They came up with nothing. G2 a shell of themselves. And niko, a part of that problem, now split between the two players of Vitality, but he takes down Spinks.
He didn't see him.
Puts the molly on the bomb, and his hopes burn. G2 go up in smoke on Inferno, and so we need to settle the score on Nuke. The second semi-final truly alive here in Washington. Counter-Strike on the East Coast delivers yet again. What a better place than Nuke. No better place than the nation's capital. Instantly, out through Squeaky. Bodies on the floor, quite literally, as they trade back and forth. niko catching Apex, but we've got Magisk on the backside. m0NESY decides to go forward. Two players down beneath, shut him down. And so this one gets evened out. HooXi with a couple pot shots. JKS tried to time the flank, but zywoo was way too ready. And so it's niko through main, with Spinks just tucked in. They fake it once, they want those peaks, and now zywoo's hands are busy, but Magisk gives the cover that they need, and if Vitality pick up a T-side pistol, then the momentum from Inferno continues to roll. No kit. niko starts to run out, they try to face him, and Magisk will make that difference. Magisk is giving Spinks a run for his money as the second best player on Vitality here in Washington.
No kidding, and that's new level. Again, he stayed afloat, even when things weren't beautiful for Vitality, and that was admirable already as a player, again, who just won so much, had such an illustrious career. But you got to remember, Magisk is still young, you know, even though, and it's strengthening the post plans to just have that Squeaky lurker come in and join whenever he wants to.
Flashbangs make that uncomfortable. Hunter only stops one. m0NESY dives down to the site. He hit his shot, but Magisk survives it. That nade's not friendly. And Spinks takes a bit of chip damage. HooXi kind of peppered as he attempts to peek over heaven. Or rather, JKS. Regardless. Flash ready for the peek. They're right there. Saw the gun. He's ready. Oh! But dupreeh gets the headshot. m0NESY takes a double. Good hold from heaven.
How has m0NESY been the best rifler and opper on the team?
Just stopped watching, and at that timing, you know, Hunter goes back on the angle, but three players crossed. In that little timing that Hunter gave up this angle.
Did they see him go down the vent too? Well, m0NESY still got a little more left in the tank.
I said he couldn't do it. 10 health, and he gets another.
m0NESY did his job, niko's job, and a little extra. And again, not even with the op. We saw him getting into position, and the attack comes on.
He's waiting for his, but it's all HooXi and JKS. Yo, this one goes down easy.
Wait, where did they even die from? Oh, the flank in the lobby.
Nicely timed.
Oh my god, they pushed it through hut instantly.
And they waited for so long,
yeah,
too.
Seriously.
Vitality held off for so long. HooXi can barely believe it. Let's see how that went down.
They just got that right timing to get into hut. There wasn't enough pressure here. Oh my god. One trophy throwing nades.
All right, just a clean double out of HooXi.
Okay, and this is the thing. That was even Vitality over on Anubis, right? They like to group up and wait.
m0NESY floating between hell and heaven, dropping util down for Hunter to try and hold with, but dupreeh just took a shot to the leg, so he's an easy cleanup. There's more where the first one came from. zywoo and Spinks with a kill each. Hunter, he's looking for his double. Oh, but he looks away, and then niko comes through with 3!
There he is.
Finishes up everything they needed.
Have you seen this man? He was on the side of a milk carton for a second, but now he's back. That was a cameo they needed, man. Hunter did not finish his food right there, and it looked like that was just going to be another tragedy and upper for G2. But instead, we get niko off the top rung.
Drops the elbow on him.
No op in play for the T side, but there is one on m0NESY.
Whoa, fast. Magisk didn't get into the vent, but he will catch Hunter, who thought he had a little pocket to play in. HooXi blinded, can't manage the spray. Gap on the smoke. niko throws himself into the middle of it. There's also the threat of the heaven play. JKS isn't far, and neither is monacy. Everybody has a corner. Little bits of territory fought for. And again, we find zywoo in a clutch. Oh, he gets pressured. And each of the remaining members of G2 come through with kills. Some have labeled him a playoff choker as of late. After map 2, it was looking like another dose of that. Instead, he flashes his way down secret. He has support there as well. And Vitality are looking to bounce back from a 4v5. dupree's kill through main certainly could help. You see the Hut player just try to tuck his head. JKS knows the pressure was about to be applied, but instead Vitality double back.
Ooh, that smoke buys him some time. That could have got ugly, but ooh, maybe it still will become that. Oh, can't get one over JKS right now.
All 3 remaining players of G2 half health in the face of full bars for Vitality. The T's know what they want. This A site, HooXi keeps his head down, catches zywoo, and Apex bests him. Oh, but JKS executes Apex on the wraparound from lobby. It's Spinks in a clutch. A fast push from JKS. And the Aussie takes a third.
That's the bravado right there. You brought it up. Ran through the last second of the Molotov in heaven into running through Hut versus a player who could have been fake planning.
HooXi still up top. More smokes towards Squeaky. HooXi waiting for contact. Floor player peeks. Magisk is putting up numbers. Top fragger dead. JKS catching him. And they could drop down vent. The bomb sure has. Spinks already through the decon. zywoo looks to go join him. We get a quick scramble out of the secret play, but JKS starts to walk. And Spinks wastes no time on that plant. Apex and monacy still dueling on A. And Spinks peeks to control. Queues up the 1v2. A reposition. And now he knows exactly where monacy's coming in from. A critical clutch in round 11.
Oh my god.
It's been a dry spell for Vitality. And monacy's playing in the dark. The boogeyman down in dark. Spinks peeks and takes it.
What an insane move, man.
Monacy just lost track of it.
Yeah, there's no way he could read that. He got to the right side of ramp so fast. He had to believe in the information he got.
And Hunter looking for decon, so bomb's gonna go down on B.
We gotta think about where's the lurk, but oh, Hunter gets a frag back.
Big pickup. That's the planter dead. Oh, and wallbang damage through the floor, so
but they know no one's coming in from ramp right now. Look at the flank here from zywoo.
niko's slowly gonna go taking that ramp play though, so there's just a delayed one, and it's Hunter to go first. He emerges through smoke. dupreee shuts that down. Man advantage, but a quick trade out of JKS, and still niko's waiting. There's time for this to happen. Magisk gets into the control stairs. zywoo gets killed from the backside. And now Magisk, the top fragger, looks for the 2K clutch. And with JKS dead on control, he's done it. He's done enough again.
God damn.
Tied game 6 apiece. niko just too slow.
We're not even done the half, and Magisk has so many rounds to his name. Beautiful moves from him, so much confidence, so quick to kill.
zywoo should be a sitting duck. They could even line up. Yeah, easy for niko.
In and out.
Bum smoke. 5v3, G2 looking for that 8th. They may need it. zywoo's CT side up next, but HooXi not gonna give them an inch outside. And you know, we've gotten to the end of this half, and
so even someone like zywoo, who's only 4-10, that could change at the drop of a hat when we get into half number 2. But G2 are putting themselves in a position where either sitting there and waiting, just coming back outside real fast. Well, that's a good look. Here he is, popping his head up again. It's Groundhog Day.
The only AK as well, right? We needed him to go above and beyond, and he started it well enough. Magisk grabbing a free gun, dancing with monacy now. Monacy's gonna give him space. If they want to split this A site, they're gonna have to get past HooXi. But as he fights outside, they use that as a chance to push out Squeaky. So good awareness there of Vitality in terms of the gaps. Hunter caught as he tries to get up from vent. And monacy currently burned from the heaven peak. A retake at a 2v4 is what G2 will need to get that 9th. Hunter making a ton of sound. Magisk got him locked in, and this is too much of an ask for monacy, surely. He'll catch Magisk first. But these main players hear him coming, so crossfire can be set, and a 7th queued up for Vitality. That's what this one looks like. But will it be ripped away? Because m0NESY's Deagle's hunting. He has the kit, he has the AK, but he can't turn on Spinks. Spinks is the solution. Spinks is the reason for Vitality's 7th.
They're going to start to peek their heads in now, but this setup is so good. And these players right now are so good. Well, zywoo not so much, but Magisk, holy hell.
Yeah, maybe another one of those. Fire on his feet's gonna make it awkward, but now they know about zywoo as well. He's kind of peppering him down. He's low. He'll get his. A little bit of a labored effort, but he gets there. Man advantage Vitality. They've got the site swarm. They've got ramp occupied, and dupree's just playing with him. Low health, unfortunately, for G2, and that's gonna seal their fate. Vitality take pistol, tie us at 8.
When he gets to op, and the CT sides on nuke that he's had.
Ew.
Wow. Man, special credit to Apex. I haven't seen a horrible spray or any real bad people could hear him from a mile away, him running around, getting shot on the side. That doesn't happen anymore. He stepped it up as an individual. And dupreeh, what a day for him, too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, my God.
What? No.
Oh, Jesus.
We deserve that.
Honestly, give him the kill. m0NESY's movement.
Spinks drawn into the fight. Hunter just toying with him. Hunter knows there's something weird going on here. And niko comes out from above. Yo, Spinks thought he was the hunter.
Not gonna lie, so did I. You know, G2 believe in the eco. Even when things are low, they look for any bit of damage to set things up, and whoa, now becomes a slightly more real round, but here he is.
Although it did open up. I mean, if dupreeh is in the open when this door gets swung, there's a slight chance the Glock gets him. But instead, the MP9, just the one. Hunter picks up bomb. He's gonna go for plant. Here comes the attempt for Magisk, and it's a stoppage.
Ooh.
No bomb plant.
No money.
No additional kills. That lead held on to by Vitality.
We're into the second half, the last half of the whole series. Nothing else mattered. 1 centimeter away off that kill.
It's just dupreeh watching it from the backside. That's your line of defense? That's what you're banking on, dupreeh? niko just executes him. Hunter comes through with the headshot, and that A site is taken.
Ooh.
You just gave up so much space.
Is there a chance that they pull this off on the difficult side of the map against all odds? Because this is a round that inspires confidence, and this is a round that ties things up. But he's not here. He's responsible for lower.
Yeah, trying to do it on his own. They lose dupreeh first, empty-handed. Flashbangs finding their targets, makes it uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
Magisk, oh, a double! And then the MP9 almost lines them up, but Magisk got himself a third. zywoo comes up from vent.
There he is.
And he ends what Magisk started.
Oh, Magisk. Okay, listen. Last guy alive, of course. He gets all the credit. He won the clutch. But what did Magisk just do with that 5-7?
Triple 5-7 kill.
1 point G2 were talked about as a team with the most talent in Europe, and that was no matter what IGL they had. Are we going to get another sort of Faze performance?
Game on. Final 10 rounds of regulation. zywoo, oh, that nade. Oh, he just got away. Oh, and Apex from over the shoulder spams through with zywoo. They kill niko. JKS quick trade. Look at the health that is here for the T side.
Like a Winamp equalizer. Everybody's almost dead.
Bro, on the brink of death across the board. This MP9 will thrive in a situation like this. Poor JKS toppled, and Spinks not looking to give them any space. m0NESY surrounded, and that vent push nails him to the wall. It is 11 to Vitality, a round. Give us something to talk about. Missed shots. He lays down a smoke, he sticks around. Apex is here, but how much can Apex do? He times it perfectly. Shaves Hooksy off the play, doubles back. niko hoping someone comes to join him. zywoo putting himself in a very tough spot, but that outer lurk has also been caught.
He's got his mind on a timing. He's really worried in between.
Hunter could be the answer.
These two positions, yeah. Hunter turns to new targets.
niko drops the smoke on site. zywoo is not having a fun time. Pressured from both ends. turns his back to the ramp players. They drop.
What?
He catches JKS. Can't get the second. It's going to be the Kovac clutch. 3 more needed. 25 on the clock. Bomb drops down to the Astralis spot. And he's going to get away with at least the plant. A little more to be had. A duel that Spinks can't pick up. It has to be Magiska Dupree. The Danes versus the Brethren. And as that molly burns out, now it's just the AKs held, ready for the fight. A bit of damage there. Hunter's gonna need them both, and they line up for him! G2 to double digits, pressing down that ramp.
Hang on tight, what a spray. And what a ride at the beginning of this half.
Dupree, bounce smoke for the squeaky door.
I'm still worried about it.
But they're already out.
Oh, they're coming up or two.
But as they try to pounce Spinks, he shaves the bomb off the play, and Magisk from up top. Look how easy this one turns out to be for Vitality.
I swear they baited him into
Man, they thought they were going to walk out and all would be good. Now niko's got a chance. Player up close. Oh! In a different world, they line up. In a different world, Spinks doesn't get those 2 so easily, but they tried to get out through the side of the smoke, and niko wants to be the hero. He's got Hunter by his side with the Galil, and Hunter offers up the first. But with pistol players crossing, Magisk is giving over a little space. Ooh, niko, favorable duel. AK bests him. Bomb still left back, so they're not able to pounce just yet. But now niko's wounded, and Hunter's died in a spot where I don't think they're getting that Galil back. We saw last round how open ramp really was. Magisk was only holding it from CT spawn. Ooh. And that gun gets picked up. Oh, this could get interesting.
Yeah, but this is a great push out of Spinks. He can't control the spray well enough, though.
Dupree's got to deliver. JKS right there, and Dupree takes his head off. But Dupree is so alone, and zywoo has been so non-existent on this third map. m0NESY catches Dupree, and if zywoo does not put forth a clutch, if he does not put forth what would feel like his first highlight of this map, then G2 have just robbed one back and kept this close. zywoo catches m0NESY, and we know the little that's left of niko. 2 stars, but only 1 has been shining bright here on Nuke. zywoo's outside on the other side of this. niko ready. He crosses, he holds it, he hits it!
Clapped.
Give him a head to pop and he'll do it.
Yeah, listen, zywoo actually already has a 1v2 in this half. He was looking for a second. His crosshair placement has been on point. The deagle's been on point. He's been nomadic. Number of positions, number of kills. zywoo 10 kills. His quietness has been noticed.
I mean, absent. Despite Spinks and Magisk's best efforts, m0NESY's got him pinned against the wall, but he has a bit of cover. Blue box for zywoo keeps him alive. Oh, and he spams away. Then the lineup. There's zywoo. Better late than never. And just like that, we're looking at a 14th unless the JKS Hooksy 2v5 comes through. zywoo has finally found a round to put his name on. Hooksy ends him, and Dupree pushes this over the line. It was always going to be a fight for G2. And it's still not 15 for Vitality.
Yeah, they try to hunt him down here in this same position. This is not the first time he was at this box as they were crossing outside with the smokes pluming, and they tried to end him early, but they couldn't catch him.
The molly's about to burn out, and if they're not ready for this, oh God, what a moment it could be. Hunter and niko, oh, they clear it. Had to stay aware, but Magisk has been fantastic. And he has a teammate, 2 of them, and they're gonna catch that pack off guard. m0NESY with the trade frag, but the bomb stopped ramp. You can take downstairs, but now you need to fight from the depths, and they will. Hunter, his second, and zywoo hides, cowering between the brothers. 25 seconds, niko's gotta run this, desperate through the smoke, but a headshot. Oh, so close. zywoo has arrived.
Oh, the zywoo denial at the very last second. They are fighting like hell. They really are. But those rotations, if there's one thing Vitality have done so well, it's Apex, those rotations, the stack up into the ramp, the call out. on where G2 wanted to go, and despite the rotations, the kills almost went up G2. But zywoo, another 1v2.
zywoo had the health advantage, misses the first couple of M4 shots. I mean, if that's niko, one tap, it could have been there, but now look how desperate this is. 2 AKs, a Tech 9, the pistol butts through. It spinks from up above, a little bit labored, but dupreeh holds it off, and then immediate. A call back from HooXi. He's gonna take it onto ramp, but that's where Magisk thrives! And that's where Vitality lock in grand finals!
What a massive win to lock in grand finals. To go up against Heroic again. That's the end of G2's season. They end on a loss in a game they could have won. A game where they ended Anubis for Vitality. They came with their best foot forward. How many levels do Vitality have?
A map 3 that shows zywoo no longer has to be the carry, because in previous iterations when he goes absent, Vitality go down. This was Spinks and this was Magisk. And those two players alongside Apex's calls and a little resurgence, that zywoo spice at the very end is what eliminates G2 from this season.